G'day, Martin. How you going, buddy?
Yeah, good, good.
Good, mate. Thanks for coming in. So we spoke the other day on the phone. That the purpose today was to get you into the gym, have a bit of a tour around, uh, conduct the adult pre-screening exercise. We'll go through why we do it. We can go through a bit of training intensity, training types. What do we have in which we can offer you? What would you like to gain from us? Find a little bit about why do you want to train? And then we'll just discuss just a little bit of how we'll achieve this fitness goal, but it'll be just an overview, then into the next steps, okay?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming dressed nice and comfortably. The only measurements today, as we spoke about, will just be to do your waist, your height, and your weight, and we'll just together your BMI. The reason for this is because this forms part of that pre-screening component, and what we're actually trying to do is we're trying to determine to whether or not you have any known diseases, or any symptoms of diseases, or any issues that you're concerned about that may place you within the higher risk of any adverse events in which happens due to exercise. What do I mean by that? If you've got an injury that you haven't disclosed before, such as you've had a broken ankle 6 months ago, you haven't run on it yet, and then you don't disclose it, and then you jump on the treadmill, we go into a bit of a high intensity training running, and then you break your ankle like that, then I'm not saying you would. You then could come back and say, well, you prescribed me this program, but I had a broken ankle. We go, well, you tell us about it. Whereas what we're trying to do is we want to prevent these injuries from happening. So we want to build you up to whatever your goal actually is, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you're ready to go, mate?
Yeah, all good.
Awesome, cool. So the first one I said is we're going to go through the adult pre-screening system, and set of 6 questions. Question number 7 will go through your current fitness activities. We'll get you to sign it here. Then we'll go through the guidelines, so the screening steps. We'll go through the intensity guidelines. Then we'll go through a couple of little yes or no questions, okay?
Yep.
Then from then, we will then determine to whether or not we need to refer you or not, okay? But first and foremost, I actually need your consent. So I just need you to verbally, give the approval to gather some personal details about you. Happy?
Yeah, all
Yep.
happy. Yeah,
All happy. Awesome, cool. I will let you know that your information is covered under the Privacy Act. We will store this online and will only be accessible to those who you give us authority to access it. Okay.
Yep.
I won't let it out. They won't let it out. Right, and we won't be sharing with other clients. Okay. Cool. So can I just confirm your full name is still Martin Paul?
Yep.
Awesome. And your date of birth remains 14th September 1991?
Yep.
And what do you identify as, buddy?
Male.
Male? Cool. Awesome. So question 1 is, has your medical practitioner ever told you that you have a heart condition, or have you ever suffered a stroke?
No.
Do you experience unexplained pains or discomfort in your chest, at rest, or during any physical activity?
No.
Do you feel faint, dizzy, or lose balance during physical activities?
No.
Have you had an asthma attack requiring immediate medical attention at any time over the last 12 months?
No.
Do you have diabetes?
No.
Ever had any trouble or concerns with your blood sugar levels?
No.
Do you have any other conditions that may require any special consideration to commence exercising?
Yeah, I just get a little bit of like pain and stiffness in my left knee.
Okay, so pain and stiffness in your left knee.
Usually just take like some Panadol just to ease the pain.
Take some Panadol. Yep, pain, stiffness, take Panadol. Do you remember how you did it?
No.
No? Ever seen a doctor for it?
No.
Physio?
No, no one.
No, you've seen no one at all.
Like I said, just manage it with the Panadol.
Okay, cool. So we'll tick yes here, okay? We'll come back to that one, okay, in just a second, okay? So for question 7, do you currently exercise?
Yeah, usually about like 30 minutes twice a week.
Okay. 30 minutes twice a week, yeah. Do you take it, mate?
That's right.
Okay. Cool, excellent, cool. All right, so based on your answer to question 6 regarding the sharp pain and the stiffness in your left knee. Okay, noting you haven't seen anyone, my recommendation, well, actually, what I do need to do is I need to refer you on to a couple of people. I'd like to refer you on to your GP and also to a physio, okay? Because ideally, what I would like to find out is what's that area of concern for us is what's caused it, and then what can we do? What can these professionals prescribe to us to help you? So what I'm talking about that is what exercises are suitable to build the knee up. Are you taking the right medication? What's actually caused this issue? Okay.
Yep.
That's before we can commence a program. Okay. What I need to do is I need to get your consent to do that first. I highly recommend it because I think it's more beneficial for you to know what's causing the pain in your left knee.
Yep.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just fill out this form. Okay. Martin Paul, 14th September 1991. Can I just confirm your phone number, mate?
04
Yep.
38
Yep.
654
Yep.
086.
Cool. So I'm just going to put here that you've expressed sharp pain and tightness around the left knee when exercising, and that you take Panadol for the pain, and you have not seen any specialist regarding this. Okay. So I'm going to ask for advice on the area of concern, so your left knee, and I'm going to ask the GP and the physio to provide some suitable exercises to strengthen the knee. Okay.
Yep.
If you're happy with that, we'll sign that. I'll just get you to sign there for me. This will again accompany the pre-screening sheet here. So I'll also get you to sign that part for me. So we'll attach the referral and consent to share the information along with the pre-screening, and also I'll attach the personal profile in which we did the other day over the phone, which talks a little bit more about yourself. The reason why I'm going to attach all three to them is so then the GP, again, if it's not your GP in which you want to go to, they'll get to know more about you, but also your lifestyle, basic lifestyle background for the physio as well. Okay. Awesome. So once we get that back, we'll sit down and we'll come up and we'll formulate a plan. But in the meantime, we're just going to continue on with stage 2, and then we're going to go over. Yep. Alright, so before we get into the intensity and we'll go into part 2 of the screening first, okay?
Yep.
Why? Because the intensity will come up once we go into your training type, we can go into periodization plans. Again, we'll just wait for the response back from the GP and the physio to where our baseline is, okay? Mm-hmm. Trust me, don't get out of it, we got some fitness testing. Everyone usually smiles when I throw that in, they go, yeah, fitness testing, but it's okay. All right, so first question is, confirm your age, please, buddy.
30.
30. Well, any family history of heart diseases?
No.
Do you smoke?
No.
Good man. All right, body composition. All right, this is the most frightening part of the screening. All right, is I'd like you to please stand up for me. Take off your shoes. Yeah. Perfect, awesome, buddy. All right, I'm going to pull out my scales here, my little beautiful electronic scales. Get down the scales for me. 172 kilos. No, I'm joking. 82 kilograms. Alrighty, I've got my U tape measure here. We're going to measure the height, please. This out, just put nice enough here for us, buddy. Nice and back. Oh, I can't bend down this low. Oh, awesome. Okay, we'll keep straight down. Perfect. 180 centimeters. All right, and now we're going to go through your waist circumference. So what I'll do is just to face that way for me, please. Just going to hold that there. Can I just get you to pass that around your belly button for me? All the way back around. Perfect. 103 centimeters. Perfect, mate. Thank you very much. See, it's not that scary, was it? All right, what I'll do is quickly calculate your BMI. 25.3. Right, you're very healthy, buddy. What else? Oh. All right. Now, next question. Have you ever been told that you have high blood pressure?
No.
Other than the Panadol, are you taking any other medication?
No.
Okay, cool. Have you been told you've got high cholesterol?
Nope.
Okay. You obviously want to say glucose. Have you spent any time in hospital in the last 12 months or anything?
No.
No? Awesome. Cool. And that one's not applicable. Okay. So that's that one done. Alrighty. So, what's the next step? So, what can we offer you? Okay. So, we could one of the things that I can really offer you is some general advice and program guidance by me as a gym instructor. Okay. Based on how you've answered the screening questions with the 2 by 30-minute sessions, the recommendation is we'll commence you at a light to moderate training plan, but we're not going to start that till we get advice back, okay? Because I don't want to prescribe some exercises that's going to have some severe adverse effects on your left knee, okay? Once we get that back and we get the advice, we'll probably start around that light and we'll move into the moderate guideline, okay? What do I mean by that? Is that we're going to start with an intensity where you'll start working, you'll start to build up that blood flow, your heart rate will start to increase, okay? But you'll be able to maintain this steady exercise for up to 60 minutes. You'll be able to talk normally. Then we'll slowly increase it where you can then do the intensity from 30 to 60 minutes. But then you start to feel a bit of more heavy breathing, okay? And we're going to do that for a few weeks and we'll periodize it, okay? So we'll do a program that could last 4, 6, 8 weeks and we'll start then to build the intensity. But first and foremost, in order to develop that periodization, that training plan, what is your goal?
I'd like to be able to run a half marathon in about the next 6 months.
All right, cool. We can work with that. All right. So what we'll do is I'll write that down. Run half marathon in about 6 months' time. Awesome, cool. So what I'll do is we could look at a periodization for you, okay? So we can break down the half marathon. It's approximately 21 kilometers, in which you want to run in the next six months. So we'll probably break it down into about, I'll probably say, a 4 to 6 week block. In that 6 week period, we'll redo a fitness testing, okay, just to see to where you are, okay? So, what we could start with is some training types. We'll start with the training type of some hypertrophy, strength, and cardiovascular training, okay? Because some people have this theory that all I have to do to build myself up to running is just to run, but yet we neglect the rest of our body. Strength is key. Rest is crucial. We've got to mix it up. So we've got to start to put our body under some stress, and then we overload it, so then we don't get comfortable, so we then can become adaptive, okay? So the last thing we want to do is our body to be comfortable in running 2 kilometers, and then we don't push ourselves. So then what I'll be able to do is be able to help push you, motivate you, and all the other instructors here and the professionals here can help motivate you move that barrier. And then we can set some goals to where we want to hit and some targets, okay? We'll start off, as I said, with that light to moderate intensity. We'll start off with it's nice and slow, nice and easy, starting to get you used to the training, and then start to build on up over the coming months, okay? But in order to get to the coming months, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to do some fitness testing, okay? And the fitness testing will be very appropriate to wanting to run a marathon, okay? What we'll do is I'll book you in once we get the results back from the GP and the physio, okay, is we'll then book you in, we'll then reschedule in for the fitness testing, okay? The fitness testing is going to involve 3 range of movements. So it's going to be your flexibility and it's going to be some upper body strength as well, okay? We'll do the upper body strength and then based on what the results are, we then can look at doing the cardiovascular testing. Nothing to be scared about, okay? It's just so we can get a baseline of where you're at now, and then we can use that, and then we can create a goal to go, I'm here, I want to be here by here, and then here by here. And then that's when we can set out your training plans, and we can set out the periodization, okay? Mm-hmm. Does that sound something that you're really happy with at the moment? It sounds like something you'd be keen to do? Awesome, cool. How are we going to monitor this? Well, we're going to sit down and we're going to do, after the fitness testing, we're going to sit down, we're going to create your goals. Some fitness goals. It's going to be 2 fitness goals based on how you go, okay? I'll then go away. I'll start creating and developing a training plan for you. You can start to go to the gym. Once we get the approval, as I keep saying, once we get the approval from the referral, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We'll track your intensity. The easiest way I'm going to track your intensity is I'm going to talk to you. If you can talk to me like nothing's happened, in about 3 weeks' time still, we'll start to overload and start to progress it to where we increase that intensity. Again, if your knee starts to feel really sore, we'll back it off. So we won't push it, we won't go and we won't put any undue stress. We'll back off the intensity, okay?
Yep.
Then if you need to refer again, we can refer you again, just so we can find that right balance, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you have a smartwatch, I recommend you wear your smartwatch, again, because it'll give you your heart rate. Your heart rate is key, so we'll find out what your 55 to 70% heart rate max is over the coming days, and then we can start to monitor that, and then we can start to increase and decrease as required, okay?
Yep.
Cool. So, other things that we offer group classes. So again, group classes are great. They provide a lot of people with the motivation to progress because you're doing it with other people. Some people find that challenge that they push themselves harder with someone next to them rather than on your own. So they're great for your mental health. They reduce your stress. They promote a bit of competitiveness, okay, but it's in a good way. We also offer, as I said, the general advice in the program, guidance. Again, we could do that all the time. That's to be expected, okay? We're here to motivate, to help, and drive you to your goal, okay? We offer tailored one-on-one programming and personal training. So we've got a wide range of personal training. My favourite one here is Kamaru Lose-A-Lot. You may have heard of him. He's from the UFC. Just fought last weekend. So he's really great, and his strength is phenomenal, and his cardio is great. Okay, so he's someone that I would recommend eventually, potentially for you. And we also provide dietary consultations because all part of your training will help get you to a certain part, but significantly your diet. If you're not eating the right things, then it doesn't matter what you do in the gym, it's going to go out the window, okay?
Yeah.
However, if you can find me somebody who can eat 4 pies a day and drink a bottle of Coke and run 10 kilometres at lightning speed, I'll take everything back, okay? So, what do these all offer? Ultimately, these offer a great way to de-stress, a great way to revitalise yourself, increase bone density. It will help guard yourself against type 2 diabetes, obesity, high sugar levels, high blood pressure. Okay, they're going to help guard you against these onset of coronary heart diseases as well diseases. Okay, they all have their added benefits for that. The downside to this is some of these actually cost money. So group classes are usually cheaper, and a gym membership is cheaper than the tailored one-on-one programming. Okay.
Yep.
You don't have to tell me now if you don't want to, but if anything like this sticks out to you now, we can start to move you forward. Okay.
Yeah, money's not really an issue for me, so and I'd be happy with doing the one-on-ones. I feel like having that one-on-one mentality and oversight would just help me develop and reach my goals sooner.
Awesome, sounds good. Well, we can get that rolling, okay? So we can get it together and we'll sit down together. And again, it's not before you start training. Said once we get that advice back, then we can get you into the gym, okay?
Yep.
We need to play it safe, considering you've got that chronic knee pain and the stiffness, okay?
Yep.
Outside of that, we're here 20. I'm here every day, all day. So if you need to have a chat, okay, please do. These are some of the programs in which we offer here at the gym. So we've got a high intensity cardiovascular training, which I don't recommend we start with. It's high intensity. We've got some programs going about long, steady duration. So we've got spin classes, we've got strength classes for beginners and intermediate, and an advanced strength class. We've got a boot camp as well, which is really good if you'd like to do a boot camp. We run these outdoors, just at the Oval at a core stadium. So we've got access to the Oval in there. So we run some boot camps out of there on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay. All these sessions here we run as group classes, but we can do as individual one-on-one training as well. Okay. We've got a whole other variety. We've even got aqua aerobics as well. So if you're interested in aqua aerobics, okay.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of pages of programs in which the gym have, and you can take these home with you as well. Okay.
Yeah.
That's about it for now, mate. I've pretty much covered everything. Personally, I believe the group classes and that one-on-one will best suit your need. So you can find your motivational piece within the gym, as I say, where you feel comfortable, as well as getting that one-on-one help from one of our personal trainers. Okay.
Sure.
Have you got any questions so far? Awesome. All right. So the next step from here, mate, is I'll send off the referral. I'll send off the screening and the profile to the GP. And if you need to go to the physio as well, again, I recommend both. Then once we get the response back, I'll come up with a plan, and then we'll book you in. Okay.
Awesome.
We'll do the range of motion testing.
Sounds good.
Done. All right, mate. If you don't have any questions, buddy, that's pretty much it. I'll take you around, I'll show you the gym, and I'll introduce you to the wonderful staff who work here, all right?
Sounds good.
All right, mate. It's good to see you, buddy.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.